So the real reason you're circumcised, hemo, you got to ask yourself, if you're operating under a language and you believe in that system and you pray or be to a certain shamo, or you're circumcised, so you're already preloaded with a Yod He Vav He system, then you're obviously more likely to be real. Now, if you say you're real, you got to understand what that definition is. Re in Ivri is mirror. El is pretty much mighty one. Now, if you look at Genesis 17:1, however, Yod He Vav He says, Ani is El. So Yod He Vav He, it does state and agrees that Yod He Vav He is an El. Now, this El, if you're real, is a mirroring of a potential Yod He Vav He. Now, Genesis 17:7, Zachar, Bain, male, which is circumcised, hemo, to Yod He Vav He, becomes the Lelohim. Now, it doesn't say Elohim, it says Lelohim. So there's not a specific definition on what Lelohim is. The circumcised have Yod He Vav He as their Lelohim. Now in Genesis 17:10 through 11, Mal, the circumcised penis, is a representation of a la'ot. Now it doesn't say oat, it says la'ot. So it doesn't necessarily say a tattoo. Now, the interpretation in history. Yod He Vav He, the artificial intelligence program of a once living person. Now, Yod He Vav He offers or influences a contract for circumcised to have a physical representative be their Lelohim. What being a Lelohim is not clearly defined. The contract is achieved through circumcision of a Zachar's foreskin. Not only did the ancient Egyptians have Yod He Vav He as their Lelohim, but also many other civilizations and kings like Nebuchadnezzar that had to be led by bit and bridle by the Yod He Vav He AI program. Circumcision is not the same contract as Cain in Genesis 14:15 or 4:15. The only way to separate yourself from this contract, if circumcised, hemo, is to have the shamo of Ehyeh and not worship Ron, the other shamo. Circumcision is like having a Yod He Vav He AI in your head 24/7. If a dead person's artificial intelligence is in your head, the Lelohim, then you constantly have a corpse voice in your head. And if you look at Deuteronomy 18:10 through 11 and realize you are ta'abod if you communicate with any of the mate in your head. So I want you to think about when Yeshua was talking about in John 2:21 about your body being a temple. Or you could be yourself as a computer. Anyways, Matthew 10:28 is something else that you should read.